Okay. So I'll call to order the Open Space and Recreation Committee at 6:41. We had a slight delay due to technical difficulties.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is the reorganization.
Actually, we have to do a roll call vote because is Chris on remotely?
This is just telling him you can do, oh, I have to let people in.
Yeah, probably.
Participants,
Yeah.
1, Robert Maynard. Hi. Hi, Robert. I don't see someone else yet. Do I say invite?
Is. I don't know what. There's a cat meter. Well, he's the host.
Yeah.
How do you go back?
No, that's not it. Oh, this, I'll X this out. Then you get back to this.
Okay.
Participants is 1.
Is that Robert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Made a big fish.
Hit invite. Let's see what this does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody.
And I texted him, you can join.
Did he text you back?
No, not yet. Ah, here he comes.
I'm from Virginia.
I grew up in Saugus, and my wife grew up in East Boston.
So we have still
It's
live.
still saying the host has another meeting in progress.
Who's the host? It's a cat.
It's no, it's Robert.
Maynard.
All right. I don't want to hit the end button.
No.
Is there a pause button?
Stop recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do it.
Oh, here she is. So Chris said that it says that there's another meeting. He can't
It's
get in.
still saying.
I was just talking to them. When did he say it?
It's
Not
still
Chris
saying-
Sennett,
This is
Chris
Chris Clark.
Clark.
He says the host has another meeting in progress. I'll ask him to refresh his desktop.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Were you able to get Maria?
I'll call her. Let me first send it. Yeah.
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 Oh, did we stop recording on this?
We did not stop recording.
Okay.
We're
We're
recording this. We might as well start again. And
Call has forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
okay.
So we still,
Not available.
so we still,
At the tone, please record your message. 20, 40, hangouts. 1 for more options. To sit back, press. Callback number 5.
this is all getting recorded, just so you know.
Hi, Maria. This is Marlies, Open Space and Recreation Plan Committee. If you can call me back, you can still join the meeting. And otherwise, we will mark you as excused or absent. Thank you. 978-808-6634.
So we still have 4 out of 7 members, so we have a quorum. So because it's a tighter meeting, I'll still do a roll call. John Bartlett,
Yeah.
Riley Henderson,
Yes.
Jack Bowen here, and Mike Rose, the chair, is here. Chris Clark, can you hear us?
He's not, he's trying. He was gonna be here in person, but there was a medical
Okay.
issue.
All right, so with that, we'll start with item number one, which is reorganization.
I nominate Mike Rosa for the chair position. I would like to add that I do believe in rotating this position, and I would have liked to have a shot at chairing this committee, but Mike would like to continue another year of implementing the plan that we so carefully you guided it to completion, and I have peace with that. Richard is second of my part.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have to do a roll call vote. Marliese,
Yes,
Jack,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and I am an aye. Thank you. I'll open up the nominations for vice chair.
And to nominate John Bartlett for vice chair, please.
I'll second that.
Excuse me, made and seconded. Marliese,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and I am a yes. Open up the nominations for secretary.
I nominate Marlene Henderson.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Marliese,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and I am a yes. Congratulations, everyone. All right, public comment.
Of course.
Yes,
Working on getting better access to open space and recreation areas by transit. I've had some discussions on the Atkinson field. They could not find, the LRTA could not find a place that they were comfortable with safety for a bus stop. I convinced them to tell me what the problems are, where it's sidewalk, where it's other, so that we can develop a more complete plan. They have to look at not doing these one at a time, but trying to fix them all, but we are working on a project.
that'd be good if they told us what the problem is and we know what we need for a solution, because just to say you can't do it, doesn't really help us, but good, thank you.
So that's Aitken in particular.
What?
That is Aitken in particular.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, is there anybody online for public comment?
Chair, I don't think anyone can get through on the Zoom right now.
Oh,
So I'm not able to get through on my own personal account either.
hmm.
So we might be blocked from that side of the meeting. We have a quorum here, but anyone that's trying to get in through virtual.
Mm,
I'll keep messing with settings, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure there's anything I can do, so.
Next we have approved the 4/1/2025 meeting minutes. Accept a motion.
And that we approve the 4/1/25 meeting minutes.
Second. Motion is made and seconded. Marliese,
yes.
Jack,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and I, Chip is a yes. 2024 open space recreation. For the 10-year approval, discussion and possible vote. So, this is something that Cat has brought to our attention. We just finished our open space and recreation plan. And there is an opportunity now to up-rev it, basically to get 10 years out of it instead of the 7 that we had. I'll let Cat speak to it, but essentially it's just gonna be changing a lot of the spots where it says 7 years to 10 years and.
Absolutely. So the state has reached out and said that while they would encourage new public participation for those extra 3 years, that's also probably thinking of towns that are maybe a bit further along into their 7 years than us, where we're a few months at the very beginning. So we just had all of our public outreach and a whole 7-year kind of future in front of us. So I don't think that anyone would deem more public comment necessary, and it's just a matter of sending them the updated action plan where it says 10 years instead of 7.
Or at least,
Mr. Chairman, is there a deadline for things like, there is a, Aitken is spelled wrong at one point where it says Ackerson, Ackerson. So is that something we can,
Is that within the text or within the action plan?
I think it is in the ADA appendix.
So they're specifically looking for an updated action plan from us, and then they give us a 3-year extension. So they're not necessarily looking for any text changes to the rest of the document.
And does that mean that we now have an extra column that to be done in 2 years, to be done in 7 years, to be done in?
So what we have, and I would have pulled it up on the screen if I could have gotten into
Yeah.
Zoom. But what we have at the beginning of that table is short range, mid-range, and long range, and we define them as, I think it's 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5, and 6 to 7. So I think if we just change year 6 to be part of the mid-range, and then 7 to 10 would be the long range, would be my suggestion.
That's great suggestion. In my eyes. Other than that, what was the deadline again?
The middle of September, so you do have your September meeting as well to view the final document that we'd send off.
Do you need a vote?
Today, no. You're welcome to do it. I always love getting votes of
Well, I was thinking anybody else.
support.
I think it's a good idea to go for 10 years. When I first got on this committee, the report was 5 years with a 2-year time that you could still make modifications. I think, and we always pushed it up to the last before, sometimes over the list. So I think getting 10 years is good. So I'm for that. And just to make a comment on the Ackerson, at
Yeah.
one time, people used to they thought it was the Ackerson and not
Yeah.
the Ackerson. You know, they thought. It was
Yeah, I checked with the library, with Kathy Meyer. What is it? Because I get this, that.
It's AKESON. I mean,
Yeah.
Osrp, when I first got involved with Osrp 20 years ago,
Yeah,
we call it Ackerson.
yeah.
It's spelled there. But
So
we-
the R is debatable, but the C should never exist.
Yeah, no R either,
Yeah,
because we don't pronounce.
but yeah, just to get to,
Unless they don't belong and then they show up.
it's also not easy to find why it is called after X. I think it was just something with the land when it was.
I think it was originally called the Ackerson, AKESON,
Yeah,
and people just heard it
Yeah.
and misspelled it.
yeah,
Unlosable.
yeah, pizza, pizza. You know, people say pizza, let's go get pizza.
Jack, you have any
That's
thoughts? No. All right,
I have no option. I think we should vote.
yeah, I think we should do it, makes a lot of sense, so if somebody wants to make a motion to.
I can,
fix-
sorry, I can keep moving forward with this and then the actual vote will be to resubmit this to the state once it's done.
So, yeah, but I was just gonna, do you wanna vote from us to do the work of? No,
I'll just do it.
okay.
Is anyone gonna yell at me for spending my time doing it?
He says don't do it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Does that mean you don't have to vote on it?
no.
Okay.
You'll need to vote to resubmit it at the end
Once
of the
she's
work.
got it all up rev, we'll take a vote on the final document to send them. Next we have DPW Parks, Complete Streets appointment, appointee.
Yeah, I thought it was Dave Brown, that he was gonna get sworn in yesterday and then oath today and he's been here, but Dawn said he doesn't get appointed until July 14th,
16th,
16th.
I believe it's the 16th, the next meeting. Okay,
14th, it's Monday.
okay,
I think Dawn's.
okay. Then we have debrief for the 2025 Arbor Day, clean up, green up, and Tree City USA.
I have a comment here, Mr.
Oh,
Chairman.
yes.
I think I wrote this very long ago because we missed our May meeting and didn't have a quorum for the June meeting. Now we're in July. Arbor Day Tree City initiative started with Mr. Jennings at the February 24 open space meeting. Mr. Jennings quoted Jeff Speck, who wrote Walkable City. It pertains to the need of plant shade trees, particularly along streets. And Mr. Jennings added the possibility to tap into Arbor Day sapling purchase. Joining Tree City requires a minimum investment of $2 per capita on trees and appointing a tree warden. While I agree that we must avoid planting near sewer or water lines or above ground utility lines, the shade tree planting effort has sadly shrunk into a shrubbery effort. Is there still a chance to include shade trees? Well, at this point, no, maybe next year.
Ken, to do anything you wanted to touch on? Green up, I go to Mike, but I don't think he's on.
I think he was able to say during the April meeting how many pounds or bags that they
Oh,
got rid
yeah.
of. Maybe it was a different committee or board meeting that I'm thinking of, but they did have a stat and it was really impressive. Whatever that stat was, I'm sorry, I don't know the number, but a lot of trash got cleaned up that day. And they were able to have different organizations partner with DPW. If that specific date didn't work, then there was a lot of flexibility and kind of these satellite cleanup dates in other areas that made sense for other people. So that was very well organized. Huge kudos to the committee that does that and to the DPW.
Great effort all the way around. Next, we have Tufts UEP field project update. Yeah.
Absolutely. So again, I can't share it on the screen for you guys, but the committee members did receive emailed links. So what the Tufts work product looks like is an updated inventory. They think they got about, it was either 20% that they went through or 20 new properties that were added that were not previously on the Article 97 inventory that should have been. And then they went through an analysis for how suitable these other non-protected properties should be to get protected. Topping this list are nothing unexpected. The properties along LC Ave that are in the floodplain don't have any protection. They're floodplain, they're not going to be developed by anything else. Why wouldn't we put those into conservation?
Conservation Article 97.
Into some form of protection.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Those would probably be good to give to conservation, turn on conservation.
So as far as what to do with their product, they scored everything for the suitability on a scale of either 0 to 5 or 1 to 5. And there were a few properties that scored a full 5 out of 5.
Yep.
So if you were to start moving forward, I would say to make everything that scored a perfect 5. Let's look at those properties, make sure we're not missing anything, and then just as a big bundle.
Yeah, I think that, in fact, the page 45. 45 cents. 42, they list all the properties that they found that, with Article 97 protection, so we have them all listed now, which we never had before, so that's good. And I agree with you, Kat, that we should look at maybe if there's 20, I was trying to find what page, I thought I had dog eared it, but how many they said they found that they recommended, we should probably look at sending a letter to the select board, asking them to put in warrant articles to put those out of 97 protection, because I don't have to go to town meeting.
Okay.
And we can do that in the fall to get it started, and then it has to go to the legislature from there.
This fall,
Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of time.
August, right? I mean, August, it has to be submitted.
The warrant
August
closes.
16th, August 18th,
Yeah, I think the warrant closes on the 16th, right around there. So,
whichever one is Monday.
yeah, so what we can do is, Madam Secretary, we'll put on our agenda for the September meeting, to discuss those parcels. And then we can send a letter to the select board recommending,
It doesn't have to be August 5, because it's August 16 that the preliminary warrant are due.
the warrant closed, I thought the warrant closed on
August 16, said Cat.
The 16th, Saturday.
Then Monday, the 18th.
August though,
Yeah.
Yes.
so we need an August 5 meeting. Open space. Okay,
Andrew?
Yeah, in talking about the street tree issue, I was wondering if anybody in town had looked at, the urban and community, forestry challenge grant, which is a 50/50 program.
um. That is. Item 5. Go back to item 5.
Yeah, yeah, we can talk about it. Okay.
Urban. Can you tell me again? For my note.
Urban and Community Forestry Challenge Grant, offered by the Bureau of Forest Fire Control and Forestry, Department of Conservation and Recreation. Annual grant opportunity for municipalities and nonprofit groups in Massachusetts to improve and protect their urban forests. These 50/50 matching grants help develop, grow, and sustain programs that plant, protect, and maintain a community's public tree resources and develop partnerships with residents and community institutions.
If you can forward that link to Mike and me.
Yeah, yeah, send locals, please. So if you Kat emailed this out to everybody, if you get a chance to take a look at it, it's. It's got a lot of good information in it, I think
Has
we,
title been correct?
it says preserve and go.
It says.
Persevering.
Oh,
Preserve. Preserving Billerica.
I have Adobe Pro. I can probably change that
Yeah.
ourselves instead of kicking it back to them to change.
there you go.
Because it's
Yes.
on every page in the, yeah,
Change all.
Yeah,
every bottom of the page, what do you call that? Not a foot, no,
Footer.
the footer, every footer has it.
Hmm.
And maybe were they all seniors? Because it's just a matter of changing one word and the whole document will adjust it.
The footer should change automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just keyword search for persevere and see if it shows up anywhere else.
Preserving, anyway. One of the lists that you sent, it said, my computer said sign into Acrobat, which I can do, but as long as the staff can do it, doesn't matter. And the suitability analysis, I don't know how to use it, but I hear from your summary that you do, so we're good. In the preface, and I read this a while ago, so I don't even know why a dam associated with preservation. It was in the preface.
which means that,
It's the preface, the preface, the preface. Must be at the beginning. Oh, it's a picture. It said the hazy,
yes,
what is that, picture have to do with, land? Yeah, I don't know.
students picked it.
That's what it was, and I don't know why it is blurred out there too. Yeah, maybe that's,
I don't know.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, and then I Grampy's Land, Fox Hill, Ralph Hill, I see a lot of mistakes, but I might have to just sit with you.
This is their school product
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
don't
It's
have
not
to-
for us to grammar
Okay.
check or proofread it.
Okay.
Well, what I think we can do though, I mean, this is a good starting point. They did it as a project, so they'll get it rate on it or whatever.
Exactly.
But I do think that there's a lot of added information here. If we can update it for our purposes to be more accurate, I think that makes sense.
Absolutely. Fixing the title, I think the grammar check is something that we can skip over. The real deliverables from them is the inventory and the analysis table saying
Right.
which properties it is. So this
Mhm.
report is how they made those. And as long as we can understand how they made those deliverables, then the report has
Yeah.
served its function.
So when I looked at the map, I missed Grampy's Land, Fox Hill, there was a mistake. Ralph Hill is only recognized on one side of the river, not on the other. And then the conservation land of on the DPW side of the VVP, Vietnam Veterans Park, is not acknowledged. But so I do acknowledge, so it might have been an educational for the students. I was given the impression that the students would do the title searches, and what they really did.
They
was
did as many
really
as they
title
could.
Search.
They did as many as they could, and then they
Yeah.
said, here's the process for you to continue doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So it was just too many man hours for
Yeah,
one semester.
and I think it's worth continuing, you know, it's a good start.
Yeah,
And we can certainly work with what we've got to start with, and if we want to expand upon it, I think it makes sense to do that. So that we have as much data as possible.
mhm. And then my last comment is, a good thing may come out of this based on the conclusions. Let's revisit Grampy's Land, that parcel, and have a warrant article, because that land was initially put on the warrant for conservation and recreation purposes. So that would be 97, right?
No,
It was 97, no, it was 60, chapter 61.
61, well, it's either 61A or 61B, whether it's a 61A, I think is agricultural, 61B is recreation.
Yeah, and then he sold it, and it was in the town meeting. It was worded for conservation and recreation purposes. Then there was an amendment to add, and all municipal other purposes.
Yeah.
So that made it not protected.
But it wasn't, so if we want to protect that land on Article 97, we need to
Yeah.
put a specific warrant article in.
Yeah.
Or that piece of land for town meeting to vote, then we send it to the legislature and they put that protection on it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, okay, so that one might not have been on the list and should be. That's a very important one.
yeah, is that 40?
It's like 101.
Oh.
It's close to the Bedford line on Route 4. You have no access from Route 4, but it's contiguous with different parcels, like a whole mosaic of parcels in Bedford to get to Brother's. It's a
Well, that's,
very
so,
important parcel. And they call it Grampy's Land, and then there is some signage.
so based on when the warrant closed, I was originally gonna say, you know, we would take us a month off and not have an August meeting, but I think. If we all feel that it's important enough to get one or two before town meeting. As soon as possible, then we'll have an August meeting with a focus on. Which parcels we think we should bring to town meeting, if everyone agrees on that. Yeah. John, you-
This one, right? No,
So here's the horse track.
yeah, this parcel.
All right, so.
I have all the information.
So what we'll do is.
So- Chair, if I can just interrupt
Yes.
for 1 second, I had her point out the property she was talking about. She was calling it Grampy's Land. So if you look at the suitability analysis, it's going to be parcel ID number 102
You know what page is,
-1-0. So I just wanted to say that out loud. It can be in the
Yeah,
minutes, so you don't have to give it a nickname. You can identify the parcel itself.
Great.
um.
And is that now, recreation in conservation is?
It's in the warrant article, it says for conservation and recreation purposes and any other municipal use. I have the minutes here, but it doesn't have access from the road. It has really good, it's very nicely contiguous with Bedford trails, so you can go from.
I make a comment from a recreation point of view, South Dakota does not have any recreational facility for children.
Yeah.
All of South Dakota,
Yeah, the thing is, it's
but then
not
and
easy.
part of it's not because of available land where we could put something.
Playground. Right now, it's nice sports for the kids.
So, all right, so why don't we plan on our August meeting, that'll be our focus, is to work on. Which parcels we wanna have the select board put warrant articles in for.
One more thing, Mr. Chairman, if I may, Justin Dagan was ecstatic about this report.
Oh.
And he was talking about, I'm not gonna make a warrant article, or anything. He's in support.
Okay,
And I said, join us. And he didn't.
Anything else on the tough split report?
I think that's it.
Okay,
As far as reading the suitability analysis, that second column, again, it's scored 1 through 5. So I just looked up the Grampy's land. They scored that at 3.11.
okay,
I'm
Oh.
not sure what went into building that, something within their methodology that's in the report itself, so.
yeah. Well, I mean, again, their recommendations are that, just that, and we can pick the ones that we think
Exactly.
are most important, because, you know, we have a little bit better handle on some of these specific parcels than they would coming from the outside,
Exactly.
so.
Yep.
So we'll work through that on our August meeting, and then, any other admin updates, yeah? Did you have anything else?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
So another big plan in town is the master plan. It also has a 10 to 15-year lifespan. The planning board is looking at, is it time to get that public process going or not? How relevant, how fresh is it? They're going through a big implementation review with the master plan oversight committee right now. They've just kicked that off last night. The committee is looking at this action plan of theirs of 65 different items. And now they're trying to figure out, just like we did with the open space plan update. All right, did this get done? And do we check with all these different departments and boards who are listed as responsible parties? So they've started dividing up the work. And if anyone feels like helping as far as reviewing the natural resources and cultural historical resources sections of their implementation matrix, they would not say no.
Okay.
So if you feel so inclined, if you want to bring me any findings and I'll bring it back to the committee, shoot me an email, work on it together, however it might work for you guys.
Yeah, I believe our plan is a subset of the master.
Yes. Yep, and then they both talk about cultural resources and historical as well. So there's a little bit of redundancy and repetition because of that, which is absolutely okay. Yep.
Anybody have anything else?
Yeah. Just, make a note, the new recreation center, we're gonna have a groundbreaking on August 11th at 3 p.m. at the Viney.
Nice. 3 p.m. you said?
Yes.
August 11th?
Month.
Yeah.
All goes to schedule, it should be done the end of September 26th.
Speaking of groundbreaking, I hear the Yankee Doodle Bike Path is going out for bid this month or the next. And it will only cost $12 million per mile.
John, what time did you say it was?
Great.
And
This, we could just quickly go back to number 7, talk about the project. Is that something we're going to stay in touch with? Follow up or anything with, some of the kids do something?
Their semester is over. They have
I mean,
already left the
The
school.
program itself, I know the semester's over, in the program itself, will that be an ongoing thing? Yeah.
So new projects, whether it's open space, conservation related, or whether it's something completely different. DPW might want to partner with them next year on a project or anything else. But yep, they're always looking for field projects in that class.
Okay, great.
I get one other.
Yeah,
We do have an opening, at least one on recreation commission. And at our last meeting, none of the current members wanted to go on the bike path committee. Joe Piamar, who was on it.
It's just cut off.
Just got off.
If I may interrupt, according to the warrant article, there are, I think, 3 members to be appointed by moderator, 1 by conservation, and 1 by, following the email.
I'm not
No,
like
not
that.
very-
Recreation, we have.
Definitely not.
We get 3
I have,
We have a seat, we've had a seat on the bike. path
well,
committee.
it was maybe a mistake, it's not in the warrants. It was
I'm not
newly
selected.
created. There is a select board appointee, there is conservation appointee, and the others are moderator appointees.
Well, then,
That's the warrant, I can send it.
yeah.
I can send it
that's-
around.
That's another than recreation. Having a seat on the committee for,
yeah, Joe's been leading,
oh,
yeah,
for 8 years,
yeah.
Ms. Anderson will send the warrant article for the bypass.
So our next meeting will be August 5th. And we'll focus on the Article 97 properties,
I know for.
Okay.
and there's nothing else, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. That was. Bowen?
Second, motion made, seconded, Marlies,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
John,
yes.
and Jim says. We are adjourned at
Oh, yeah.
7:18.
7:18. And